So
Yeah.
Sean Combs is buying back his Sean John brand, $7.5 million. Everybody probably remembers Sean John. I remember Sean John, right? Baggy clothes, streetwear, graphic T-shirts.
Puff Daddy. Who don't remember Sean John?
Puff P-Diddy Combs.
P-Diddy Combs
Puff
popping
Daddy,
it out.
Papa Puffy D. However many nicknames he has, who
Yes.
knows? I'm not sure if Papa Puffy D was
I
ever
don't think
one,
that
but
was one. You
sounded
made
like
that
it
up on
could
the
have
fly.
been one.
But you might have said that in the club one day when you were
Yeah.
drunk, when you were hopped up on some Red Bull.
There we go.
Because we don't drink around here, right?
So, so anyway, so he's got streetwear. He thinks streetwear is making a comeback in fashion, which I can agree
Well,
with that. You know,
yeah,
I
I mean-
think that streetwear. I even see people kind of wearing the baggy, the oversized clothes, kind of the whole feel that Sean John was. I didn't love their whole graphics. That
Well,
they always
honestly,
used,
too,
know?
I feel like to pivot and get away from maybe some of the original styles. I think he's going to really try to do, honestly, what I think with this move, he's going to try to position himself more like a Kanye now, or a Kim Kardashian, where they're just like, you know, really breaking into the actual brand. I don't think, because in my opinion, Sean John was, I don't want to say cheaper, but it wasn't like a upscale. It wasn't like an upscale fashion brand. It wasn't like your Coach or your Gucci or, you know, something like that. So I personally think what he's going to do is I think he's going to go a little bit more up class with the brand switch. I think he's going to go more like Kanye's doing, with, you know, all his, you know, Yeezys and Adidas that cost, you know, $300, $400, $500. Right. I think that's where he's going to go, but I think
agree.
it's a genius move. So, I mean, with the way fashion is going now and the way the digital industry is and how clothes sales are all online now, you don't have to have your own retail stores. You know, you can put a lot of stuff out, see what sells. I mean, I think it was a genius move for him. Honestly, I really do.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think you hit the nail on the head there saying he's kind of taking a page out of Kanye's book. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you've seen all of these, you know, kind of famous people start their own almost fashion, even makeup lines. I mean, Kylie, which one was it? Kendall Jenner?
Yeah. No, Kylie Jenner.
Kylie Jenner creates $1 billion cosmetics brand. You just basically using her name. So, you know, I think that's kind of what he's doing is, you know, like you said, taking a book out of the Yeezy playbook here. You know, 7.5 million bought his brand back from, you know, Global Brands Group. And he said that he's going to hire some kind of new, you know, some futuristic thinking, like kind of fashionistas or like some, you know, brand designers and, you know, just, you know, revitalize the brand, bring in new people, you know, probably create, you know, oversized fashion, you know, like street urban wear like that we see right now, you know, going through the streets and kind of, you know, through the NBA and, you know, some of the different places you kind of see those fashionable, you know, kind of statements, you know, if you will. So I think that's exactly what he's going to do. I think it's a good move for him. I mean, you know, he makes a lot of money producing music. And, you know, even though you don't hear, you know, about Sean Combs too much, he's still,
I'm sure
he's doing his thing. And he's one of the highest paid musicians, you know, out there. In terms of people that are creating and doing music. So he's got plenty of money to do. He's got plenty of influence.
For sure.
And I think this might get him more like in the front or, you know what I mean? Like more in the people's eyes. Like where
especially
right now
in
he's kind of a back
age.
end producer.
I think
he's
that's
going to come out front kind of like Kanye. He's probably going to find some, you know, young, cool people to rock his brand. And I think he's probably going to knock it out of the park.
I think you're onto something on that too, because you got to think about it. Sean Puff Daddy Combs is kind of the older generation. He's kind of the Tupac, Notorious B.I.G., that type of generation, which is not really in anymore. You know, the new kids are listening to Little Baby, Little Uzi Vert, and, you know, some of these other people. So I think you're absolutely right. That's going to be a way for Sean Puff Daddy Combs to get back into the limelight to where, you know, some of the younger generation starts really knowing his name more than they do now.
Yeah. And he made a comment saying that he wanted to, you know, this is just a way to, you know, build the legacy of Sean John.
Right.
So he obviously wants to put, you know, his name, his stamp on history in general, whether it be through music or through, you know, clothes or all the different things that he does.
Well, so he's even broken into the booze industry and all types. I mean, I'm sure he's got his hand in all types of pots that people don't even realize, to be honest.
So I think it's a good move. I think he'll probably make more money than 7.5 with it. And I think it's probably a good move for him. I'm curious to see what the clothes look like, you know, the redesign.
I'm pumped. I think it'll be
so,
dope.
You know, maybe I'll wear some Sean John here soon. You never know.
I think it'll be dope. I'm excited to see it too. I agree. I think it was a fantastic move.